fellow cinephiles, my name is Christina, and welcome to another Let's Get Reelz movie review. Today's movie I will be reviewing for you is Wonder Woman. I'm finally doing a review for this movie. Wonder Woman is completely amazing, and I really hope you guys have already seen Wonder Woman. If you haven't, what are you waiting for? Go out and see it right now. Just stop watching this, go out and go see Wonder Woman, and then come back and watch my review. For those of you that don't know, Wonder Woman is about, well, hey, Wonder Woman, Diana Prince, as she's known out in today's world, played by the most amazing, most kick-ass, most beautiful Gal Gadot. The movie begins with Diana Prince out in Paris working at the Louvre, and she gets a picture of her as Wonder Woman, a glass plate negative, of her as Wonder Woman with a couple of other guys. So this flashes back and tells Diana's story. Diana's story begins on the Amazonian island of Themyscira, where she lives with her mother and her aunts and a whole bunch of other women. And when she was younger, her mother used to tell her of the stories of how Ares, the god of war, created problems, and he started a war with the gods, and Zeus had banished him. And he created the Amazonians to help defend mankind and everything, and make man better. And then after this war, he hid the Amazons on this island, the Themyscira, and around this bubble, and it's always nice there, or they're hidden from the modern world. 2 years later, Diana really wants to become a warrior. She really takes to heart the story of how, mankind was saved by the gods and Ares is the bad guy, and she just becomes this really kick-ass warrior. She trains really hard, she goes really hard with everything that she's taught. One day she is out on the beach or out on the cliffside, and she notices that a plane has magically come through this protective bubble of Themyscira, and the pilot is having trouble. So Diana saves this guy, Steve Trevor, played by Chris Pine, and she's like, oh, you're a man. She's never seen a man before. She's read about men and everything like that. And he's like, oh, where am I? I need to get back to the war. And she's like, what war? And he's like, the war? He's like, where the hell are we? So all of a sudden, these German soldiers, this takes place in World War I, by the way. The German soldiers come, all the Amazons try and fight them, and Steve really helps out. And then Diana's like, I need to go, this is Ares doing, I need to go stop this war, I need to save people. Diana's mother is queen of the Amazons, and she's like, no, you are not going, I forbid it, as your queen, you're not going, and all this stuff. And of course, Diana disobeys. She gets a sword with what is known as the God Killer, and her whole outfit that she wears, and she sneaks out and she goes with Steve to fight in World War I and stop Ares. And that is all I'm going to give you, because Wonder Woman is just amazing. That is just the basic plot. I'm not going to go into detail about a lot of things because I just can't ruin it. Wonder Woman is just so freaking perfect. It's so amazing. Just everything about it, everything about Wonder Woman is just completely 100% perfect. I absolutely adored this movie. The one scene that you guys may have seen a lot of gift sets or movies, or maybe you've heard people talk about it, is the No Man's Land scene. That scene, I have to say, is one of the most excellent scenes I've ever seen in not just a superhero film, but in a film in general. It's just crazy. Diana is like, forget it, you guys can stay behind in the trench, I am going to go save people. Pretty much, that's her whole attitude throughout this movie. She's like, you guys can stay behind, I'm going to save people, I'm going to save humanity, I know what I need to do, I'm not, a real human, I am a god, and all this stuff. And she's just flicking bullets away like it's nothing. She's going like this with her magical cuffs and her shield. She just, oh my god, everything about the No Man's Land scene. Whatever you have heard about the No Man's Land scene, if you have not yet seen Wonder Woman, believe everything. It is just such an incredible shot. It's so beautiful. It's like you really just want to jump out of your seat if you're watching this in the theater, and you just want to, like, you want to clap, you want to cry, you want to go out and like kick someone's ass after watching that scene. It was so incredible. Love that scene so much. It will go down as definitely one of my absolute all-time favorite scenes in a movie ever. There is a lot that I like about Wonder Woman. I mean, I've already said so much that I like about Wonder Woman, but one of the things I have to say that I really, really like about Wonder Woman is her costume. Her costume is not hypersexualized, so it's not like she has her ass hanging out of her bodice, her boobs aren't all over the place, and her stomach is covered, everything. You barely, like, you see some of her legs because she, you know, she's wearing boots and the skirt and all that, and then her cleavage is hidden by this here, by the W, like that. A little bit better. This is a cartoon Wonder Woman, but I loved it. I loved that her costume wasn't hypersexualized. You could believe that she could kick somebody's ass in that costume because she didn't look like she was ready to just go out and pick up a guy, you know, in her clothes. You believed that, you know, people were coming at her with like pieces of wood or punching her or throwing stuff at her, you know, whatever have you. She was getting knocked all over the place. You could believe that she was comfortable fighting in this because it just wasn't hypersexualized. You know, I loved it, and for me, what made me so happy about the costumes is that for little girls, you know, especially this whole movie for little girls, I'm just so happy about. And the fact that this costume wasn't hypersexualized, none of her costumes were hypersexualized at all. And that just made me happy, you know, because finally little girls can be like, I want to wear that superhero costume. And parents can be like, okay, because it's not hypersexualized. Perfect, 100% perfect on the costumes. Gal Gadot is the most fantastic, wonderful choice for Wonder Woman. From the first time I ever saw her in Batman vs Superman as Wonder Woman, I'm like, holy crap, who is this woman? She's beautiful, and like, to me, she just is Wonder Woman. Like, she has that look, and again, she's not like overly feminine, she's not overly masculine, she just has the most perfect look to her. I love how she gave so much heart to Diana. You can see how believable she is because Diana really just loves people, she wants to save people, she's naive but not overly naive, and Gal Gadot plays all those perfectly. She had a really good sense of humor. You can see her passion. You can see she just really, really enjoys playing Wonder Woman. And that is how every actor, I think, should go into playing roles. That, you know, how they make them believable is that they really, really enjoy playing these characters. You could just tell Gal Gadot 100% believes in Wonder Woman, in Diana Prince. And she believed, I'm gonna say she believed in Patty Jenkins, the director, because in order to make this type of movie and make it so good, you have to have faith in your director. And that leads me into Patty Jenkins as a director. Holy crap. Love her, love her, love her. To me, there is, I think a pretty big difference between male directors and female directors. I think with female directors, you really get into the characters more. There's more heart to the characters. The scenes that are filmed by female directors are much more intimate, and there's much more quality to the scenes and the movie as a whole. And I don't think it's because Patty Jenkins was directing another female in a lead. She did a great job with directing even Chris Pine. Like, you really got to feel for his characters. You get feelings, you know, with female directors. You get quality over, you know, just like doing a rush job or whatever. Not saying that all male directors rush, but there's just something different to me about female director. And I love watching Patty Jenkins take on a superhero film. You know, women can direct anything. I think that guys can direct. And I love that there was a female director directing a female superhero, because I think it really did need to have quality in order to be very, very successful. And that is what happened with Wonder Woman. All the characters besides Wonder Woman, besides Gal Gadot as you know, as an actress, and you know, all the other actors and characters, they were great as well. Chris Pine and Gal Gadot were like wonderful. They had great chemistry. I love Steve. I think he's great because he gave an excellent balance to Diana, to Wonder Woman, because as I said, she's naive but not overly naive, and it's because Steve Trevor helps her out. He keeps her grounded in the mortal human real world. Great character, great job by Chris Pine. Everybody else, super great. I just enjoyed Wonder Woman so much. I can go on and just talk about so many other things with this movie, but there's just so much to be discussed that this video would be way too long as it is now. So if you guys have yet to go see Wonder Woman, please go see it. It's still in theaters right now. It's still going really strong. It's doing so great in theaters. It's just everybody that I have spoken to who has seen Wonder Woman just loves it. And it's hard not to. I think it's hard not to. And I'm not just saying that as a woman watching a female superhero. I'm just saying because it's a very well made, well acted movie. It's beautiful. It's great from start to finish. You're just hooked from the moment Wonder Woman begins. So I really hope you guys go see it. So that was my review slash definite rambling of my love for Wonder Woman, starring Gal Gadot and directed by Patty Jenkins. If you like this review in any way, please give it a thumbs up, leave your comments down below, and let's just discuss Wonder Woman. Let's discuss Gal Gadot. Let's just, whatever you guys want to talk about Wonder Woman, leave it there. Also in the comments, if you have any suggestions of whatever movies you want me to watch, maybe even some TV shows on Netflix, Hulu, what have you, leave them there, and if I pick your movie or your TV show and I watch it and I review it, I will give you a shout out. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for future Let's Get Reelz movie reviews. And as always, keep watching movies and stay absolutely fabulous.